In this video, I'm going to show you another movement retraining exercise to improve lateral pelvic tilt or high hip. If you haven't watched my previous video, and we're talking about what's lateral pelvic tilt and what contributes to lateral pelvic tilt, as well as a simple movement retraining exercise, and be sure to check it out, and I'll put the link down below too. If you want to learn how to retrain your body and then movement safely and then effectively and then move better, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. I am Taro Iwamoto. I am a Feldenkrais practitioner. With my background in athletic training, physical therapy, martial arts, and the Feldenkrais method, I have helped many people like you overcome and then move beyond the pain and the limitations. Now it's your turn, and let's dive in. So this exercise really doesn't require anything. You're going to be standing on the floor, nothing needed, okay? So I'm going to show you here. So I'm going to start with this stance, left leg back, left foot is back, and right foot is forward. Just a little bit, have your feet shoulder width apart or so. And I'm going to have you just hang back on your back leg and letting the pelvis kind of shift to sideways, so that exaggerating the pelvic tilt. This may be the habitual direction for you, maybe non-habitual direction. Either way, you're going to be wanting to work on both sides and helping the brain recognize the both directions, habitual directions, non-habitual directions. Also, as well as how to get out of the habitual directions, habitual patterns, right? So I'm here exaggerating my lateral pelvic tilt. My left side is higher, kind of bending the spine sideways, shortening this side, lengthening this side. So very lazy way of standing, right? So from here, most of the weight is on my left side, and I don't have really much weight on my right. Okay, so you can actually raise the right heel, so you're not putting much pressure on the right side. So from here, what you're going to do is you think about you pushing your right foot down, okay? More like the heel part, and down into the ground, and then just imagine as if the ground is pushing through you, through the bone, elongating you, okay? So you get taller as you press your foot into that ground. So that changes the bias of the pelvis, right? So as you're actively pushing your foot, you don't really have to push really hard, just gently pressing, directing the force down into the ground. And then that moves the pelvis, that straightens the spine or elongates the spine, right? And then as soon as you let go and then let the weight kind of return back to the left foot, down into the ground, and collapse everything you can feel. That's the habitual directions for some. And pushing through the foot, elongating your spine. So again, the purpose of this is not so much as strengthening the muscles and so that, or you're trying to fix it, but it is just helping the brain understand and recognize that patterns. Because how many times and how often do you stand like this? A lot, right? I mean, I do that all the time. But recognizing that, and then once the brain recognizes, and once you become aware of it, and then you have the ability to actually to move out of that, you can shift your weight out, and then to change that, so that you are not constantly shifting in the pelvis and tilting the pelvis in the same directions over and over. You have the ability to actually move out. So now change your feet. Same thing, so weight on the back side, back leg. Just let the pelvis and spine collapse, sort of. Stand in a lazy way. Not much weight on the front leg, so you can just lift the heel, so you're not putting much weight. And then from here, from inactive, lazy stance, and now you intentionally just to press lightly, press your right foot lightly into the ground, and then elongating your spine. There. And then you let go. Let the weight return and collapse everything. Push. And let go. Push. And let go. So one direction, you're a lot more familiar because you move into that direction very often. The other directions, not so much. By practicing this and during the day when you're not paying attention so much and then actually starts to notice more as you're getting into the habitual patterns. And oh, wait a minute, I'm doing it again, so that I can actually stand in it differently so that I don't constantly causing my pelvis to be tilted in the same way over and over. I can shift myself here, and that changes the whole alignment of the pelvis and the spine. I can go over here, I can push, get out of that position easily. That's the main thing. Awareness is the main thing, because you get stuck. If you're not aware, you get stuck with the same habit, moving bias. And that's where you're going to be over time. It's going to have some effects over time. In the short term, maybe not so much, but over time, constantly standing this way, sitting this way, you can imagine how your body is going to feel over time. All right, so if you haven't done the previous one, and make sure you check it out, and then you can also practice my other exercise to improve your lateral pelvic tilt. If you want to improve your back pain, be sure to grab your free movement guide to pain-free back at the link below. Check out these videos, and if you like this video, and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe and share with your friends. Comment below how helpful you found this video was. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Happy mindful movement. Bye bye.